Hey Emmys, I'm Jasmine Emerald. Welcome back to my Vampire Diaries series in which I cover different topics as far as thoughts and opinions on my overall views of the show, both likes and dislikes. Feel free to check out my Vampire Diaries playlist. I believe there are going to be 10 videos up at the time that I'm posting this. Today I am posting 2 or 3 Vampire Diaries videos, so make sure you check all of them out. But without further ado, let's jump into this video. So today we're going to be talking about the tragic death of Stefan Salvator. Now, mainly, I want to reflect on the overall thoughts I had within Stefan dying, because when I tell you guys I bawled my freaking eyes out, there was so much pain that I felt when he died. And also there was so much irritation within when he died. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I understand why Stefan sacrificed himself, but it was still very upsetting to see, just because Stefan always was the one sacrificing himself and putting his needs on the back burner. He was always the one putting his brother first, and don't get me wrong, I completely understand he had love for his brother, he cared about his brother, he cared about all these different people, but he would just make these movements and these choices without considering specifically Caroline, and it was just very, I don't know. It just seemed very irritating. And don't get me wrong, I feel like Stefan also chose to sacrifice himself just because in the beginning, we all know that's the reason why Damon became a vampire was because Stefan forced it upon him. So I guess he figured, well, since you're human now, you should get the experience of being human, and I'ma just go ahead take care of Catherine, because the reason why she even here is because of me. And I completely understand that, but at the same time, I don't know. I just really wanted Stefan to have a happier ending, I guess, just because throughout the course of this show, Stefan didn't really get happiness too much, apart from when he was with Elena for the most part, or when he was with Lexi. He just didn't seem happy over the course of his lifetime. So, firstly, we're going to talk about the main thing that everybody had an issue with, which was Elena's reaction. I was so pissed when she found out that Stefan was dead. He told her he did what he had to do, and Elena instantly was like, F you, where's Damon? Like, girl, if you don't, like, you a selfish bitch. I swear I was so freaking pissed. I wanted to just throttle Elena, because I was just looking at her, and I'm like, girl, don't you see the situation? So even though it would have been sad to see, I really kind of wanted to see Caroline's reaction to Stefan's death, just because that was her man, that was her husband. They had just got married, and it was kind of a detached feel, I suppose. And that's one thing about their relationship. It was just so detached for me. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but it was for me. To be honest, I could never really get into Stefan and Caroline's relationship. I made a whole video about that, about how I feel like their relationship was completely forced, and it just didn't feel natural. So I really feel like if they would have had some sort of reaction, it's like we know Caroline cares about him, but at the same time, I feel like a reaction was kind of needed, because again, that was her husband. I just know Damon felt so guilt ridden when it came to realizing and waking up and actually acknowledging the fact that Stefan had sacrificed himself to kill Catherine. I know he was probably going through it and just feeling some type of way. He was also probably going through the factor of he was a human now and probably coming to terms with that. But I am glad that in the end he did end up reuniting with his brother after death, which is always something great to see. You always want to see your people that like, or people in general, you always want to make sure and see that they are reunited with their loved ones in the afterlife and stuff like that. And it was really nice to see that they found peace in the end. Not gonna lie, I cried even harder when I saw that he reunited with Lexi in the afterlife. That made me so freaking happy. And I know a lot of you guys actually mentioned in one of my other videos that y'all felt like Lexi was his soulmate and that was who he should have ended up with. But a lot of times we just have really good friends. And to me, Lexi just seemed like a really close, almost like a sister to him. But I really liked that they had her show up in the end where it was just a send off, where it was peace, where he knew that Lexi was kind of his piece because, to be honest, Lexi was a better choice than Caroline. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. But I was so happy and just crying my eyes out when I saw them meeting in the afterlife, especially the fact that she was standing next to his favorite car. It was just so freaking cute. And I don't know, I just loved that moment. It made me so freaking happy, and it was good ending. It was a good ending for Stefan, where we saw you did all of that in your lifetime, and now you can be at peace and at rest with your friend. So, what were your thoughts about Stefan dying and how he died? Because I would really like to know. Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said before, make sure you guys check out my Vampire Diaries playlist if you're interested in watching it. And just check out my other videos. I'm sure you'll find something that you like there. So stay blessed, stay positive. I'll be seeing you soon.